Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what I've been up to here. I'm trying to get the downspouts ready. I have yet to paint them and then mount them, but I'll show you that in a second. I did get the gutters installed on the garage here. I had called two different companies, well 3 in total, but one company completely didn't show up. Another company showed up, gave me a ridiculous estimate of just over $4 grand to do gutters on both sides of the garage. Remember, this is just a 60-foot run here on each side. $4 grand with gutter guards, and those are seamless gutters, 6-inch gutters. And I thought that was just stupid insane. That's just too expensive. Kind of got fed up. I called the company that built my garage, and I figured they do install gutters, but that's not their main, job to do. They build buildings. But I told them that, they built my building about, 5-6 years ago now, and if they could put gutters on it, and they said sure. These are commercial grade gutters. They're huge. Well, I measured them. They're roughly 6.5–7 inches across widthwise, and they hang up above the roof. So you got your roof line is like this, and the gutter, rather than being even or below, it's actually above. So if the rain really does come down, it'll hit inside the gutter anyways. But the only problem with them is I can't install gutter guards. At least not your standard gutter guards. I have to think of another way of doing it if I do plan on putting some type of screen on there. But there is a screen on the leaf eater is what I have, and that should take care of anything anyways. But that company that built my building here, they did it for $1,600. Now that still may be expensive for many people, but compared to $4 grand, that's quite a deal. Now of course I'm not getting gutter guards, but these gutters are extremely heavy duty. They aren't going anywhere. Okay, and the way they mount them to the roof with those straps, they're very strong. So I'm happy with those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount my the gutters that I did. I put them all together with drain PVC. Now there's a difference between Schedule 40 and DWV, which is drain, waste, and vent. Okay, it's a little thinner, not a lot, quite a bit thinner wall, but you don't need Schedule 40 for drainage like this. It's just too heavy to handle and to pick up, and it's not necessary. So the drain, waste, vent pipe, 4-inch pipe is what I'm going to be using. And let me show you here what I've done, and I have yet to paint them. Alright, so I laid it all out on the ground here. This is the piece that's going to go up there where the gutter is, and it's all going to drain into here. This is a coupling, a rubber coupling for a 6-inch to a 4-inch Schedule 40 pipe. I thought this is perfect to put up there. So that opening is 4 inches, 4 by 4, and it'll fit in here perfectly, catch the water. Here I cut an angle out. You can see that right there. That's going to go here on the leaf eater. The leaf eater is basically a screen here that will catch all the leaves. This will be approximately 2 inches off the screen here. That way the leaves will be able to just wash right off this thing, and the water will continue on down into the first flush here. And once this fills up, this will go directly to my tanks. I have yet to mount this. You probably seen earlier in the video where I painted those metal strips and drilled holes in them. Those are going to be what I'm going to mount to the garage and strap the gutters, or not the gutters, the downspouts, to those plates. So what I have yet to do here is I have to paint this, make sure everything fits first, everything looks good. paint it. I'm going to paint them white, and the reason for that is you want to protect the PVC from the ultraviolet lights, because this gutter on this side, the other side I'm not too worried about, but this side here is the side that gets all the sun all day long. You have to protect PVC from ultraviolet light because it'll become very brittle and crack easily. So I figured white, because if I did these brown, like the trimming on my garage, you know, eventually the paint will peel off and that'll look terrible, okay? So I'm just going to leave them white, but just paint it white. So that's basically how it's going on. I have yet to strap it on and then put the top portion on. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. I got one more strap to put here. But that's not a problem. I'm not going to put it now because I have to paint this yet. But essentially, it'll come down here. It'll go into the leaf feeder or leaf guard. It's a screen, basically. And the leaves will come down, no problem. Water will continue down, filling up the first flush. That'll fill up, and then the rest will go towards the tank. At the very bottom of the first flush, I'm going to put a small little hole, probably smaller, maybe I don't know, something under an 1/8 inch drill, a little hole, so it could drain the water. After it stops raining, the water can just eventually all drain out of it, out of the first flush. And eventually I'll have to open it up and clean it out though, but it should work. Alright, so the next thing I have to do here is clean these and get them ready to paint. So what we're going to do is I got some acetone here. You can pick this up at the big box stores. Get yourself some old rags, some old socks, whatever you got. And we're going to clean them off. Now acetone evaporates very quickly, but acetone will remove all the grease and grime and marks and just really give it a nice clean finish for the paint. And we're going to do that with all the PVC parts. Then I'm going to cement them all together, get everything where it's supposed to be, and we're going to paint the whole thing. Now I put all the pipes together just the way they're supposed to go. Cleaned them up again with the acetone and a rag, and now we're ready to paint. And I'm using a all-in-one primer and paint, and this is a gloss white. I mean, I could have went with flat, but I think with the gloss, it'll probably stay cleaner longer. The flat would probably stick Dirt would stick to it better. So I just mounted both sides. Let me give you a good view of it. Alright, so let me give you a detailed view of what I did here where the leaf eater is. The entire PVC pipe is all cemented all the way down at the bottom up until here. Here it's not. The leaf eater is not cemented, it's just slip fitted on there. And if you look back here, I put some screws back there to hold it to these little plates here. And then behind this piece back here, there's a bolt back there pushing it away, pushing this away from here, so all the water will come down into this back here. I didn't want this pushed back any farther than it needs to be. I want all the water to go here. So that's basically it. The plates, screwed them in. Now because it's pushed back here, you can see it's not flush up against the plate. But that's okay, it doesn't have to be. This ain't going nowhere, it's tight. And same thing here, this is mounted to these plates here. And then here, it's mounted to the plates there. And down at the bottom I have, of course, another one down there. And up here at the top, I got a plate and a strap also up there. Now you can see up there the coupling there, the 6-inch to 4-inch, how it covers up the hole in the gutter there, and it's going to take all that water in down this pipe, filter out all the leaves and bugs and all that stuff, and the cleaner water will go down in the pipe here, fill up this first flush, and once this first flush starts filling up here, it'll start going down, out this exit here and then towards the tank. If you get paint on the end of your PVC pipe where it's going to be cemented, just get a rag and some acetone and that'll come right off. Do the same thing I just did. Pull it out and let it go. Okay, I want you to hang on. Do not drop this, okay?
No, I won't.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
You hold it right there, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm on my way. Okay. Whew, I almost couldn't get that one in. Probably got it in about an inch, inch and a half. That's good enough. That was close. I didn't, you know, you only got so much time to work with the cement. Wow, that was a little rough. All right, I have my pipes slip fitted on there right now. The elbow onto this piece here. And I have it going over onto my tank. Now I have to mark it so I can drill my hole. Alright guys, so I have the holes marked on top here, and now I got a 4 1/4 inch hole saw, and that's the size of the pipe, so hopefully it'll be a nice snug fit. And this is going to be I can't get up on top of here because I feel like this thing's going to collapse. Through. Cool, I didn't drop. So this is the piece that it's going to go in there, and it should be a nice slip fit. Yeah, perfect slip fit. And when this is down like this, it's flush up against the tank. You can't get bugs in there, mosquitoes or anything like that. And even if there was a little gap here, you can always put a little silicone rubber around there, and that will seal it up. And it'll make it easy to take off if you have to too. So, but I don't think I'm going to need any silicone because that's flush all the way down. Perfect. I just got one more to do, and then I can put my pipes on. Alright, so I have the pipes installed on the top of the tank. That looks really good. It's a nice tight fit. No mosquitoes or bugs are getting in there. The entire pipe here has a 1/8 inch or 1/8 inch, right, per foot drop. So total 34 feet. That's a 4 1/4 inch drop it has. So you want that when you have a longer run like that. You want to drop anyways, no matter what, to get the water flowing quickly. This one, I wanted these to be equal here, so this has a quick 4 1/4 inch drop. I got the down pipes in. Leaf feeder, and I got a little bit of a gap there in the leaf feeder so the leaves can flush away. And the first flush, got that all going, so this looks like it'll work out really good. You've seen how I put the pipes on the top of the tank. I originally was not going to do that. I was going to utilize the opening of the tank where the cap is and put this on there. Now what this is, there's a screen, a cover, and there's a place where you can put your pipe, your inlet pipes, okay? And this gets mounted on the opening, just like that. This is for a 16-inch opening, and that's what I have. I have a 16-inch opening. This will not fit. My opening is exactly 16 inches. The problem is this diameter that you see, the outside diameter here, is 16 inches. So when I put this on top of the tank where the lid is, it almost wants to fall in. So it's not going to fit there. And my wife had a good idea, and I still may do it, but right now this is going to work fine. What I might end up doing later, where I drilled the holes to put the pipes in that area, I just may put this on there, trace out a line on the top of my tank, and then move it in about a 1/2 inch or so, and cut a big old hole, and then put this in there. okay, and then the lid and the pipes right in here. So if things were to fall in there, the screen would catch it, and that's just an added protection there, you know. But this screen here, as far as the size of the screen, it looks about the same as the leaf eater. So technically, I shouldn't get anything, any leaves or anything like that, obviously, in the tank. But as far as dirt, if this was a fine mesh on here, I would do that. I would definitely put this in where I put the pipes into the tank, and it would catch the finer stuff. But since they're about the same size, I'm not going to bother with it. So that was one of the things I was going to do. Alright, so at the bottom of the first flush here, what I did is I put a cap. Now this cap has a very small hole I drilled in it right here. It's a 5/64 hole, I'm pretty sure. So what's going to happen is it's going to start raining, of course, and this will fill up and start pouring into the tanks. When it stops raining, a little bit of water will come out of here, squirt out of here, and slowly drain this out when it stops raining. Obviously when it's raining, it's going to pee out of here anyways, but the amount of water that's coming into the tanks and what's coming out is a huge difference, right? So this way it'll empty out and I don't have to constantly come over here and open this thing up. But eventually I'm going to have to open this thing up to clean the dirt and stuff that's settled at the bottom, and that's when you just come here and just let it all fly out. Alright, as far as collecting rain, I am ready to collect rain now. I still have to put a shallow well pump in, a pressure tank, run a trench and a line all the way to my garden, and I'm going to connect it to my house line also. In an event of emergency, I can switch over and take water from here. Yeah, I am ready to collect rain at least. My next video, I am going to do I'm going to show you how my overflow system is going to work. And that's about it, guys. Alright, so I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.